Bay of the B-League powerhouse matchup between the CHIBA Jets and UTSUNOMIYA BREX. These are the two top teams of the Eastern Conference, and both of them will be B-League championship contenders. We may see both of them at the Yokohama Arena this season for the 2026 B-League Finals. But tonight is the fourth and final meeting of the regular season between these two B-League giants. Well, quite a lot of history between both these two teams since the inception of the Japanese B-League going back to 2016. But this season, they first met indeed on the 15th of October, in which the CHIBA Jets won on the road at the Nikon Cannon Arena in Tojiki. But in the doubleheader, live here at the Lala Tokyo Bay Arena, on both the 15th and 16th of November the following month, it was the defending champions, the three-time B-League champions, UTSUNOMIYA BREX, who left with two convincing victories. You see the standings right now. Nagasaki Velka, the #1 team in the B-League in the Western Conference, 28-4, while both the CHIBA Jets and UTSUNOMIYA BREX holding on to those top two spots. Now remember, it's the top three teams in each conference that will automatically go to the B-League playoffs, while the next two positions will indeed be the wild card. And the wild card, for that matter, is actually the two teams outside of the top three of each conference who have the best record of all the remaining teams. There's Jeff Gibbs, former UTSUNOMIYA BREX player, now signing up here as a veteran leader with the CHIBA Jets. Well, the Jets, of course, do feature Yuki Togashi, the first ever $1 million Japanese player. And as you just saw, there was DJ Hogue as well. Ren Konichka, of course, a part of the Japanese national team. And I think everybody knows that man, a player who needs no introduction, Yuta Watanabe. But the Jets, of course, did come into the B-League campaign last season with heavy expectations to be B-League champions, but it just didn't work out for them. It was UTSUNOMIYA BREX who did defeat them in the B-League semifinals, the series that saw them go on. And his Atsuyo Ogawa, of course, his father was a prominent player for Niigata Albirex. Prior to the pre-B-League days, Makoto Hiyajima, another one of the key players for Japan's national team, the Akatsuki Japan. And he was instrumental in helping UTSUNOMIYA BREX become champions of the FIBA BCL Asia in Dubai, defeating Al Riyadi in the final. Well, both Jeff Gibbs and, of course, Gavin Edwards, having played for both teams now, both the CHIBA Jets and UTSUNOMIYA BREX, they will be the players to look out for tonight. Gavin Edwards, a former Tokyo Olympian for the Japanese national team at the Olympics back in 2021. Well, the BREX have had a very long season. It goes right back to the summer. They played in both the BCL Asia and the FIBA Intercontinental Cup, but as of lately, their last defeat came against Okada Lavenga. That was on the 24th of January, but they responded the following day in that doubleheader with an emphatic victory. Well, that was only 3 days ago. Goes after CHIBA Jets. Well, they'll be back home going up against another team trying to compete for a B-League championship, and that will be the Gunma Crane Thunders. We had a brief bit of a spell in Europe, Gavin Edwards, prior to coming to play in Japan. One of the teams he played for was in Athens, Peristeri Bwin, who currently play in the FIBA Europe Cup. Well, Jeff Gibbs, I mean, Japan is the second home to him. Simple as that. Grant Jarrett, along with the man on the left, Kosuke Takeuchi, right next to Makoto Hiyajima, another legend of Japanese basketball. Well, now we're going to see the key players, so we'll see who will be coming on the starting lineup tonight. The head coach, Zico Coronel. So tonight they are indeed going to start with Makoto Hiyajima. Atsuyo Ogawa will be the primary point guard. Gavin Edwards, the big man inside, along with Grant Jarrett and Isaac Fotu. So I'm not quite sure if we're going to see DJ Newbill or not. Well, now fans, there's head coach Zico Coronel. Having taken over this team due to the unfortunate passing of the late, great Kevin Bracewell, and his thoughts and prayers still with this magnificent team. A great person, Kevin Bracewell, but let's enjoy the local entertainment here at the Lala Arena, Tokyo Bay.
Number 4, Naoki Kashire. Number 10, DJ Ho. Number 12, Red Kovecha. Number 34, Jeff Gibbs. And your head coach, Trevor Gleason.
Well, Trevor Gleason, head coach of the CHIBA Jets, knows he's got a very good team to work with. They're number 2 in the Eastern Conference, right behind the team with the second best record in the B-League, along with the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Now, indeed, we will take a look at the starting 5 here for the CHIBA Jets. Now, Jets, of course, did win the B-League championship back in 2021, and they did defeat UTSUNOMIYA BREX in the finals. Of course, the BREX responded the following season, defeating CHIBA in the semifinals of the playoffs in 2022, and then would go on to defeat the Ruku Golden Kings. But this magnificent arena, the Lala Arena Tokyo Bay, only formed as of last season. Because prior to that, CHIBA Jets always played their games at the Funabashi Arena. Well, fans, it's B-League basketball time indeed. What a game we have upon us. 2 of the B-League's top teams who we could very well see make it to the finals at the Yokohama Arena come May time. For the BREX, it would be competing for a 4th B-League championship. They hold the record, 3 titles in total, overtaking Alvak Tokyo as of last season. While CHIBA, they've always been one of the better teams. Now, here's going to be an interesting matchup. Atsuya Ogawa is going to have to defend Yuki Togashi. Also, in the likes of Naoki Tashido, former Ruku Golden Kings player, his defensive duties will see him go up against Makoto Hiyajima. I just wonder, you got one team, UTSUNOMIYA BREX, with a lot of size. Gavin Edwards, Grant Jarrett, Isaac Fotu. Well, if you look at the CHIBA Jets matchup, that's a kind of defensive lineup that's going to do a lot of 1 through 5 switching. Well, here we go, fans. Welcome to the Lala Arena Tokyo Bay. It's going to be UTSUNOMIYA BREX with the first possession. If you love your B-League basketball, you remember that these 2 teams met in the playoffs, the semifinals last season. It's an exciting Game 3 series in which UTSUNOMIYA BREX were unstoppable as Ogawa goes in, and Jeff Gibbs just rejects him out of bounds. Well, no, DJ Hogue, excuse me. Ogawa's still a young player, but you got to realize you go inside the paint against DJ, you've got to be a little bit more assertive. DJ Hogue now in his 2nd season with the CHIBA Jets. Playing in France with Cholet Basket, one of the historical teams of French basketball. Jared goes for a fadeaway. Tough play. He was caught in a double team. Well, maybe the size advantage will go in favor of the BREX. Gibbs now inside the paint, defended by Gavin Edwards. The Jets don't want to take too long to get into a set. There's the backdoor play by Togashi. Just got a fingertip to it. And Jarrett comes up with it. Ogawa leading the brigade. Well, Jarrett again. Well, no, it's Isaac Fotu, excuse me. New Zealand international, one of the finest ambassadors of international basketball for the Kiwis. Well, Isaac Fotu, actually one of the few players on this BREX team that's actually won 2 championships. He won it back in 2022. Good defense by Makoto Hiyajima. It's unusual that you see Naoki Tashiro come into the starting lineup. Still very early here in the first quarter. BREX lead by 4. Ogawa penetrates. thing about BREX, they want to identify those high percentage looks, and here's one of them from the perimeter. Three is up, no good. And Edwards contesting for the offensive board, but gets stripped. DJ Hogue now hugging the sideline. And that's what DJ Hogue's got to be tonight. Time drawing the foul against Isaac Foster, so 2 free throws coming up for DJ Hogue. Well, DJ Hogue, another great season for him in the B-League. The 31 games he's played here this season, he's been averaging just under 14 points. Very impressive, along with 6 rebounds and just over 3 assists per game. And he's the ideal kind of import player you want for any B-League squad for sure. Of course, fans, if you're watching this game live on B-League International, let us know where you're watching, which team you're supporting. Give us your name so we can give you a shout out. BREX trying to extend the lead. Tashida's going to follow Hiyajima everywhere on the floor as Hogue tries to take the gamble. House takes deflection. Ogawa still finds it. Time is winding down for the BREX. Ogawa penetrates. Finds Edwards wide open. That's 2 wide open looks for Utsunomiya BREX on the perimeter. If they continue to get those good looks, they're going to drop eventually. Hogue trying to go hand up. Kanichka, well, this time throws it away. Good hands by Hiyajima. Now BREX want to run. Again, they go inside the paint. Well, nice rejection again by DJ Hogue. Well, defensively, that's 2 blocks already for the big man. Very interesting transition play. This is what you've got to love about the defending champions, Utsunomiya BREX. When they run, the bigs get ahead quickly. They want to get that mismatch inside the paint. Hiyajima. Oh, it's a poor pass. Fotu was wide open. But a miscalculated pass by Makoto Hiyajima, so a turnover for the BREX. Almost 3 minutes played here in the first quarter. CHIBA still with only one field goal. It's actually 2 free throws by this man, DJ Hogue. Finds Togashi left wide open. He'll fire a 3 and gives CHIBA Jets a 1-point lead. The first ever $1 million Japanese player, Yuki Togashi. And it's all inside the paint for the BREX. But CHIBA Jets defense collapsing, crashing, making life difficult. Now Kanichka, he'll fire a 3. And Ren Kanichka from downtown. Back-to-back triples for the B-League champions of 2021 against the team that broke their hearts last season in the playoffs. Another double team. This time a foul is going to be called. Well, already, let's give some shout-outs to Chris, CHVY. I didn't bet on anybody, but... And shout-out to Arianu 649. Go BREX. Shout out to Trish Coronel, the mother of head coach Zico Coronel. Oh, great to see that you got to see 4 games last season. I hope you enjoyed the gyoza in Tojiki. As they say in Japan, oishi desu ne. Ogawa left wide open. 3rd 3 for the BREX. Still 3-pointless. 4 minutes played here in the first quarter. Nice penetration by Ogawa, but he misses from point-blank range. Oh, nice behind the back dive coming from Togashi. Gibbs has to recover. Gibbs may have got away with a push-off, but there's the penetration. Another missed layup. That time Kanichka just struggling to find the bottom of the net. Jarrett wants to go at Tashido, but in the end it's thrown away. Another turnover for the BREX. Because go back to November. Utsunomiya winning 2 dominant doubleheaders here. Togashi's made 1 3. Not going to get that one. Now Fotu twisting and turning. He'll fire a three. It's now 0 for 4 for UTSUNOMIYA. No one can argue the shot selection, though. It's been good so far from the BREX. Just haven't been able to convert. Fotu in the paint. Bit of contact, and he can't finish. No foul given. While UTSUNOMIYA BREX struggling since getting their opening 2 field goals inside the paint. CHIBA's offense hasn't looked completely fluid. Konieczny going back to Jeff Gibbs, and Gibbs missing. Well, what is going on out there? Ogawa's got Fotu, and he should make this one. That cuts it down to a 1-possession ball game. Nice transition tucked away between Ogawa and Isaac Fotu. Well, DJ Ho going right to defense. Gibbs this time just able to get it. Well, the referees definitely are allowing the players to play. And a timeout is going to be called by UTSUNOMIYA BREX. They trail by 4 with 4:32 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back from this timeout in under 1 minute. Welcome back, everybody. Live here at the Lala Arena at Tokyo Bay as Nasir Little subbing into the lineup for the Jets along with Yuta Watanabe. It's a big shout out to my good friend Manu Fotu watching the game live in Mr. Lock. Go Jets. Ben 4Z. Yo, come on BREX. BREX still looking for the first 3-pointer. A little too short coming from Fotu. But now Watanabe will run in transition. Make that a third missed layup for the BREX. Or for the Jets, excuse me. The Jets have got to be able to tuck some of these sitters away as now Grant Jarrett finally gets the first 3 points for the BREX. Slices the deficit down to 1. Grant Jarrett now in his 4th season playing with UTSUNOMIYA BREX. If there's any Bosnian fans watching, well, nice behind the back dime again, and the rejection time by Grant Jarrett. Second behind the back pass from Togashi. The favor isn't repaid. Jarrett goes in, and now gives BREX a 1-point lead with under 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. A lot of BREX's transition points do come from the centers and power forwards. This goes to show how this team loves to run. Watanabe, open runway, and again, two-handed rim rocker by Japan's former NBA player. Well, no help side defense. Ogawa. Endo also subbing into the lineup here for the BREX. Endo going for a 3. Make that number 2 for UTSUNOMIYA. Spreading the offense for UTSUNOMIYA BREX, causing problems for the defense. Because BREX, in terms of the 3-point percentages, shut the lights out at the FIBA BCL Asia. Togashi cannot get a second 3. He's now 1 for 3 from the perimeter. part of the game is where BREX just want to try to control the tempo, build that lead, and try to not allow any sort of a comeback. Well, the pass was too predictable. Again, Chiba's defense collapsing, and now the Jets again want to run. Shutahara saves it. Watanabe finds Nasir. Little goes in, and that wasn't a little dunk whatsoever. Well, great vision by Yuta Watanabe. 11 with 14 apiece. Endo in the corner. Finds Ogawa. Great basketball being displayed by the two best teams in the Eastern Conference. Ogawa misses last three. Another good look for him, but unable to convert. Little running in transition. Look out below, and arigato gozaimasu. Chiba running the transition like Jets. Well, Nasir Little just offers this offense so much. The great defense inside the paint on the perimeter, but running the floor in transition. Now Fotu attacks. Count it. And the big man will go to the free throw line. Oh, great take by the New Zealand international. There's the bump. The foul is on Milora Brown. Milora Brown is actually a Filipino-American basketball player. He's standing at 6'10", played at Rice Vanderbilt, University of the Philippines. Three-point play converted by Isaac Fotu. The traveling fans who made the journey from Tojiki, but now provisional substitution is the legend Kosuke Taguchi, subbing into the lineup, 40 years young. Kusagawa trying to find an opening. Of course, another young player like Atsu Ogawa. If you remember Riku Sagawa, where he really made a name for himself on the international stage, was at the 2024 FIBA U18 Men's Asia Cup. It was held in Amman, Jordan. That's where he really caught the eye of a lot of international viewers. Endo just getting called for the foul.
2 shots.
Well, Sagawa's played 32 games so far this season. He's only averaging 5.4 points per game. First prior to coming into this game, he was 8 out of 11 so far this season from the free throw line. Well, no, that's actually Naoki Tashiro. He's taking a lot of free throws. He's 34 out of 45. So the stat I originally gave you was down under Tashiro Naoki. Second free throw, no good. Still locked in at 17 apiece. Seiji Karuga, another one of the veterans of this team, now into the lineup for the BREX. Ujima, there's that Spanish pick-and-roll sequence. Trying to find Grant Jarrett on the roll. Defended by Yuta Watanabe. That's the kick out. Jarrett's made 1 3. Makes another one. And that's the third tray ball for the BREX as they lead by 3. And that play potentially could be a 2-for-1 for UTSUNOMIYA if they can get a stop on defense. Scout trying to pull up from the mid-range. 50-50 falling into the hands of Watanabe. Now he can level things up. Well, final shot of the first quarter here for the BREX. They've been able to control the tempo so far in this first quarter. Foul is going to be given. The good thing for the Jets, it's not going to be a shooting foul. It doesn't put them into the penalty either. .8 left here so far. Hyojima penetrates, finds Ikaruga. 3 is up. Unable to get it. Well, Takuchi probably could have put up a lob there, but that's the end of the first quarter, basketball fans. Currently, a 3-point lead to the defending champions, UTSUNOMIYA BREX, a rematch of the 2025 B.LEAGUE finals, or semifinals, excuse me. We'll be back for the second quarter in just under 2 minutes.
Second quarter. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Welcome back, fans. Live here at the Lala Arena, Tokyo Bay, with currently a 3-point lead to UTSUNOMIYA BREX against the CHIBA Jets. And CHIBA just trying to find their way back into this one, having led early on. Watanabe pump fakes, now attacks. Foul's been drawn, so Watanabe will now go to the free throw line. Well, this is good from Watanabe because he's one of their leading scorers, but because he is now fully settled into his lead role for the Jets since joining last season. There's a lot of anticipation on his return to the B.LEAGUE. Well, if you're a neutral fan, you want to see this game go right down to the wire, that's for sure. Two very good teams. Like I said, we probably could see them both with the B.LEAGUE finals this year. Karuga just throws that one away. They try to find Fotu. Now Little goes in and gives Jets. Well, level things up now, excuse me. Vision by Riku Sagawa. Locked in at 20 apiece. Fotu, nice little teardrop. Good hands. Well, he's probably one of the best at setting those screens and getting inside the paint. This is coming from Makoto Hiyajima. Well, Manu Fotu just read the comment now. Glad to see you'll be going to Japan to see both your sons play. Now remember, if you follow the East Asia Super League, there's 3 Japanese teams in the EASL. UTSUNOMIYA BREX, Ryukyu Golden Kings, and Alvok Tokyo. And the highest finishing B.LEAGUE team will then qualify for BCL Asia. So Manu, if BREX qualify again, I hope to see you wherever the BCL Asia final tournament will be hosted. Head coach's challenge called by Zico Coronel. The officials now need to decide if this decision needs to be overturned. So we'll look at the replay very, very soon.
レッドコースチャレンジ失敗、当初の判定通り千葉ジェッツボールでのプレー再開です。ゲームクロックを第2クォーター残り9分6秒に修正します。
Well, an unsuccessful head coach challenge. Indeed, the CHIBA Jets will retain this possession. Fourth meeting this season between the CHIBA Jets and UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Going in favor of the BREX with a 2-1 against the Jets. Now Watanabe, little mid-range, unable to finish. Big rebound secured by Fotu. You kind of have the feeling they played one game this year where the Jets won. It was the closest game. They won by 3, and that was in Tojiki. The following 2 games, well, very comfortable victories for the BREX here at the Lala Arena, Tokyo Bay. Ujima getting another high screen from Fotu. Finds Gavin Edwards, pump fakes. The foul is going to be called on Quinton Milora-Brown. Well, it's his first professional season, Quinton Milora-Brown, after playing in the UAAP with the University of Philippines, where he won a UAAP championship in 2024. Listen, we're going to see him feature more for the Gilas Pilipinas national team. Saw penetration. Fotu able to gather the mess. Now gets it back. Well, losing balance, getting blocked, and now here comes Nasir Little. Jets can't tie things up. And what a reject. I thought a foul was called, but well, we got a block party tonight at the Lala Arena, Tokyo Bay. Question is, who's hosting? Gavin Edwards swatting that one into the VIP section. Or maybe into the accredited media zone. I'm not sure that Bull's got accreditation to be there. DJ Ho goes for a pump fake. Try to give Jets the lead. Milora-Brown can't tip it in. UTSUNOMIYA want to run. Nice run in lane, and again, Isaac Fotu, New Zealand's finest. Make this man a member of the New Zealand Parliament. Well, he's the most valuable player, and Fotu definitely comes from a most valuable person family. Third foul against Quinton Milora-Brown. As Rankinichi's got to come back into the lineup for the CHIBA Jets. Well, Trevor Gleason doesn't want to experience too much foul trouble with his players too early on. He's got to ensure that they're able to make their way through this game and not picking up too many fouls. Just over 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. 5-point BREX lead. Little goes in the paint, can't break it down. This time the foul is going to be drawn as he comes up with his own rebound, so now he'll go for 2 shots. That's good defense by Fotu. It was great work by Nasir Little. I don't think that's on Fotu. I think that's on Makoto Hiyajima. And that's tough because it did appear that Hiyajima may have got all ball, but it's tough to see unless you get a very slow replay. A slight delay in game, not quite sure what it's over. Second free throw converted. Grant Jarrett back into lineup, just helping out, becoming a pressure reliever for the backcourt. So along with Seiji Ikaruga and Makoto Hijima is the only natural backcourt players on the floor. And BREX, they go with this very big lineup. Because with this lineup, you try to have Isaac Fotu as a small forward. Three just a little off the mark. Little comes up with it, goes behind the back. Keeps us alive, now wants to go at Gavin Edwards. Almost 3 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jets trailing by 3 points. Sagawa just being heavily defended by Ikaruga. Hogue finds Watanabe, he'll go in, he'll finish under pressure. Now it's a 1-point deficit, 5 points for Yuta Watanabe. Well, too much space, and Nasir Little said, "No sir, sayonara, goodbye." Well, Ikaruga thinks he's got a 2-pointer, but Little said, "Get out of here, not in my house." Well, Nasir Little definitely is the defensive presence that this team desperately needed last season in the playoffs. Still lead by 1. Jarrett trying to get a post up. Now gets caught a double team. He's made 2 threes. Now make it 3. Grant Jarrett cooking at the moment, on fire. Rolling up a Hosamaki roll here for the defense. Little will try a 3. Just rattles its way in and out, but that would have been good and cutting it down to 1 point. But BREX still lead by 2 possessions. First place in the Eastern Conference with the second joint best record with the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins against second best Chiba Jets. And again, Fotu getting into double figures. Well, he's already in double figures, 14 points, leading all scorers at the moment. 4 minutes played so far here in the second quarter. DJ Hoden out, kicks this one out. Sagawa wide open. With this big lineup, Chiba Jets not going to get many offensive rebounds. BREX want to extend their lead. And now an offensive foul is going to be called against the former Chiba Jets player, Gavin Edwards. Because he won the Emperor's Cup with them back in 2023 when they were coached by John Patrick. We're getting locked up with Brent Kanich. That's a good call in my mind.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Well, Jeff Gibbs coming back into the lineup here for the Jets. Now Watanabe. Little just trying to penetrate. Watanabe just trying to get into the gaps. Gibbs is wide open. He does a 3 or a 180 pivot. Well, he loves that mid-range. That is where he's automatic. Ogawa finds Hijima. The foul is going to be called against Yuta Watanabe. But it's only the first foul against Yuta Watanabe. Not too much concern for him. It goes back to what I said. Chiba doesn't want to pick up too many unnecessary fouls. Baseline possession coming up here for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, Jarrett's made 3 threes already. Wants to go for a post-up. Another tough fadeaway, no foul given. How much contact was there from Ren Kanichka? The Jets can cut it down to 1 possession game. But Jeff Gibbs is wide open, they don't get the ball to him. That's gonna be a traveling violation. And that's a carry, a walk on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any day of the week. Not too much protest from Yuta Watanabe. Timeout called by Trevor Gleason. Jets will talk it over. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. Welcome back, basketball fans. 4:47 to go here in the second quarter. Chiba Jets trailing by 4 points against the defending champions, UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Fourth meeting between these two teams, top two teams in the Eastern Conference of the B-League. Jared now gets a foul, so he'll go to the free throw line. He's had a few moments where he felt he probably should have gone to the charity stripe. The foul is on Shutahara. So it's interesting about UTSUNOMIYA BREX. They've had 0 points from turnovers this evening, but 16 points inside the paint. Currently 33% from downtown, knocking 4 out of 12 from the perimeter. "14 points to Grant Jarrett, joint leading scorer alongside Isaac Fotu. Jets is trying to gather themselves, only down by 5. Tagashi's made 1 3. Gonna make another one. $1 million baby. Second 3 tonight for Japan's #1. I'm sure many Yuki Kawamura fans will argue with me on that piece. Ogawa hasn't made a 3 tonight. Now 0 for 3. Jets can tie the game up, potentially take the lead with another 3. O'Mara left wide open, but wasn't going to take that one. Took a deflection, good hands. O'Mara came up with a loose ball, still has it. Now Jeff Gibbs, the former BREX player, gives Chiba Jets a 1-point lead. Back-to-back triples puts Chiba Jets on a 6-0 run. Fotu. Jarrett's made 3 threes. Doesn't get the wide open one, but Isaac Fotu towers the offensive board. Yajima a little too short. Jets feeling the momentum, the confidence. And again, going coast to coast, an 8-0 run. Zico Coronel, head coach of UTSUNOMIYA BREX, has seen enough as now he will call timeout. His team down by 3. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. Back for the timeout, BREX, led by as many as 5, now down by 3. As Chiba CHIBA have no fouls to give. Time is winding down on the shot clock. Gavin Edwards can level things up. Another offensive board falling into the hands this time of Yusuke Endo. Gawa missed a little three tonight. Make that 0 for 4. Gibbs towering up for the rebound. Electing not to go inside the paint against Isaac Fotu. Togashi makes a dish and a big-time thunder jam by Yuta Watanabe. Well, huge play, but what a dime by Togashi-san. Well, look at the replay. The no-look dime and the flush. Well, timeout's called. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Well, no timeout was called. Excuse me, my apologies. Just a delay in game, but now we're under 2.5 to go here in the second quarter. Jets lead by 5. It's been a 10-0 run from Chiba Jets. Quick three by Hiyajima. Not going to go. Second chance points falling in the hands of Gavin Edwards. Question is, with the big lineups, 3 what I would call forward centers all on the floor for the BREX. Is this going to work for a whole nother half of basketball? It's worked so far. Togashi getting the high screen from Gibbs. Denies the screen. Finds Watanabe wide open in the corner. The Gibbs towering for the offensive board against his former teammate Hiyajima. Togashi's got one thing on his mind. Watanabe now left uncontested. A little too short. That goes out of bounds. That's going to remain Jets possession with 1:37 on the baseline. Jets. Little may have just got away with a carrying violation, but a tough take, but just rattling his way outside the basket. UTSUNOMIYA want to cut it down. Maybe it's a 1-point deficit. Can level things up if they do convert a three-pointer. Hijima finding Fotu. Fotu bumps. But again, just rolls its way out. Just be a little bit of fatigue because the extensive minutes played by the big 3 so far. Gavin Edwards currently on the bench. Togashi goes for another deep one. Well, confidence flies high when you make a few threes, but still want to make sure every possession is a calculated one. Hijima goes baseline and a big-time block by Watanabe. A foul committed by Atsuyo Gawa. Well, rejection time. Sayonara Jamata, as they say in Japan. Change coming in as Naoki Tashiro. Well, Naoki Tashiro, excuse me, comes into the lineup. If Jets go quickly, 2-for-1 could be on the cards for them, but they have to score quickly here. The high screen again from Jeff Gibbs. Little goes for another 3. This time makes it and extends it to a 6-point Jets lead. 2 seconds difference between game and shot clock at the moment. Jets will want to dribble, well, BREX. They want to dribble this one down for the final play. Ogawa pump fakes. There's a kick out. Hiyajima goes to one-legged 3. Almost got it. 2 seconds left. So Gashi from the half court, it's not going to go, and there you have it, end of the first half. CHIBA Jets currently lead by 6 points against UTSUNOMIYA BREX, a rematch of last season's postseason semifinals. These two teams meeting for the fourth time this season. BREX have won 2 out of 1. Can the Jets level things up? We'll be back for the second half in just under 20 minutes.
そんな明日を叶えるリソナグループ。心たぎる習慣とともに夢やエナジーを生み出す B リーグ。2つの思いが共鳴し、あらゆる人の未来にかつてない熱狂をプラスする。ジョイン・ザ・ホープ。リソナグループは B リーグのタイトルパートナーです。求められるインフラは時代で変わる。求められるインフラは地域で変わる。本当に必要なインフラを提供し続けたい。その道のりは険しく果てしない。それでも私たちは地域の未来へパスをつなぎたい。あなたと共に未来を作る平成グループ。
リソナグループ B リーグ2025-26シーズン京成電鉄プレゼンツ千葉ジェッツホームゲームハーフタイムショー。オープニング前にも素敵なパフォーマンスを披露してくれた一種の皆さんによるパフォーマンス。今日はスタージェッツジャンボ君とのこの日限りのスペシャルコラボレーション。それでは一種の皆さんよろしくお願いします。
絶望な中居場所さえわかんなくて同じ目をした私。Now we finally connect. Counting up, you and I heroes. Out of 10 I shoot. Imagine 말해도 connect. It's you, I wish to be born. Wanna be a new hero. You and I heroes. Out of 10 I shoot. 지금부터 it's you in my 세계 to connect. Just better.
Thank you, Ish, Starjets, and CHIBA.
覚えていますか？初めて千葉ジェッツに熱狂した日のことを、大好きになった日のことを、みんなで育んできた文化と思いを次世代につなげていくため、エンタメとテクノロジーの力でこれからも共に熱狂を作っていく。私たちもブースターです。ミキシ。
もしかしてクラウドの活用でお悩みですか？サテナイトオフィスならクラウドに関するお悩みをサポート解決できますよ。クラウドのことならサテナイトオフィス。 AI を企業で活用してみませんか？サテナイトオフィスは企業の AI 活用をご支援いたします。 AI のことならサテナイトオフィス。
はここで B リーグのパートナー各社をご紹介いたします。 B リーグトップパートナーソフトバンク、 B リーグタイトルパートナーリソナグループ、 B リーグイノベーションパートナーインフロニアホールディングス、 B リーグパートナーズ日本生命、 TIS、 リライブ、 B リーグサポーティングカンパニーズ、ウォルテン、朝日新聞、日本経済新聞社、大塚製薬、野村工芸社、 EY ジャパン、エニタイムフィットネス、ストライク、スポーツデポ、ロックアイス、ふるさとチョイス、モルツ、日清食品、 DNA、 B リーグサプライヤー &ST ホールディングス、 B リーグコミュニケーションパートナー LINE ヤフー、 B リーグスポーツ振興&レフェリーサポーティングパートナースポーツくじウィナー、 B リーググロースパートナー電通。以上 B リーグのパートナー各社のご紹介でした。
さあ本日の京成電鉄プレゼンツ千葉ジェッツホームゲーム、皆さん盛り上がってますか？ブンブンブンブン。さあというわけで本日はですね、ゲストですね、 NBA スターたちの特徴を絶妙に捉えた唯一無二のイラストスタイルで知られるイラストレーターの NBA ペイントノアさんに来ていただいてます。イエーイ。さあ以前より SNS 上で原修太選手と交流があり、今回のコラボレーションが実現したとか。それでは早速本日この場でですね、前半を観戦して印象に残ったシーンをなんと即興でイラストを描いていただきたいと思いますけれども、はい、まずは NBA ペイントノアさん、改めてご挨拶をお願いします。
こんにちは、CHIBA. I'm so excited to be here. I came all the way from New York to be here for my first ever international drawing. We'll see how it goes. My hands are pretty raw from all the clapping. Go CHIBA! Go Jets!
はい、ノアと申します。ニューヨークからやってまいりました。ね、今日は初めてアメリカ以外のね、他の国でこのパフォーマンスやりますんで、皆さんぜひ一緒に盛り上がっていきましょう。よろしくお願いします。さあというわけで早速速攻でスラットを書いてもらいましょう。 Everyone please welcome NBA Peg. Let's start drawing. さあ始まりました。まずは丸書いて、長い丸を書いて、さあ何が出来上がってくるのか。ドキドキワクワク。なんかあれは何だろう、人の顔っぽいのがね。さあここからはあえて見せないという演出ですね。さあどうなっていくのか。色もついて、さあどの選手が浮き上がってくるのか。さあどうですかね。これ途中見せてあげたいところ山々なんですけどね、演出上申し訳ありません。せっかくなのでこの時間を利用して2、3質問してみようかしら。そう、ノアさんはこのイラストスタイルっていつ頃から始めたんですか
？About 6 years ago, which is crazy. I was a little boy. Now I'm a grown man doing it.
わお、6年前に始めてね、そんなにこうプロとしてっていうよりはなんかラフに始めたらしいですね。はい、さあそんなノアさんの絵がもうぼちぼちできてきたか。すごい。さあこれどの選手なのか果たして。さあドキドキワクワク。わお、もうあと30秒ぐらいですかね。じゃあもう1問ぐらい聞いてみようかしら。So NBA はどんなチームとコラボレーションしたことあるんですか
？The Timberwolves, the Rockets.
Well, welcome back, fans. We're live here at the LaLa Arena, Tokyo Bay, where currently it's a 6-point lead to CHIBA Jets. Well, the CHIBA Jets improved their three-point shooting in the second quarter. They're now up to 35%. At one point, UTSUNOMIYA BREX were 4 out of 12, but they've missed 7 in a row since. Well, BREX leading the rebound count 26-22 with 10 offensive boards so far, but where they've been more dominant, well, they were at one point. Now both teams almost level on the same stat in terms of points inside the paint. Well, the BREX, they led by 5, and then it was that 10-0 run coming from the CHIBA Jets that completely turned this game around. Well, as you can see at the moment, the leading scorers, Rod Jarrett and both Isaac Fotu, are 14 points apiece. Nasir Little with 13 points coming off the bench and 4 rebounds away for a potential double-double. Atsuyo Gawa leading all assists at the moment with 5, followed up by Yuki Togashi, who does have 4. Isaac Fotu, along with Nasir Little, both leading the rebound count at 6 apiece. Well, hello and welcome back, everybody. We're here on the Tokyo Bay at the LaLa Arena. It's the second season this magnificent arena has been opened. Well, Yuki Togashi has been just an outstanding ambassador for not only CHIBA Jets, but Japanese basketball for that matter. But the thing, of course, for the CHIBA Jets, season after season, there's the heat-up play. Well, here was the baseline penetration by Togashi, and then the two-handed thunder slam by Yuta Watanabe. Well, Watanabe, of course, now in his second season with the CHIBA Jets, and it's been quite a good transition for him going from the NBA to the B.LEAGUE. But he's thrived every moment. But the problem with CHIBA last season, they just had one too many injuries. And without John Mooney, the man who averages a double-double in this game, still they're a player down, just like UTSUNOMIYA BREX. I mean, they're a player down as well. No DJ Newbill. There's one DJ tonight, that's DJ Hogue. Head coach Zico Coronel just trying to get some final words in with the players. As we already mentioned, 9 3-point field goals taken in total between these two teams. A total of 33-point attempts. But it's the CHIBA Jets currently slightly better from the 3-point line at 35%. And one player they'd love to get more looks on the perimeter is that man, Makoto Hiyajima. Like Yuki Togashi, one of the familiar faces of the national team, and probably one of the future faces in that man, Atsuyo Gawa. Well, he's a great coach, no doubt about it. Just continuing to build the blocks of excellence from what he was working with under the late great Kevin Braswell. Well, here we go, fans. Second half about to get underway live here at the LaLa Arena, Tokyo Bay. CHIBA Jets leading indeed against the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. BREX want to get off to a great start. This is good passing. Fotu wide open in the corner. Just a little short, but on target. Great work by Rod Jarrett. Just able to tip that for the 50-50. Now Fotu goes into the left. Tough play. It's Good defense from the Chiba Jets. We've just got to continue to ensure they keep applying on the pressure offensively, Chiba. They don't want to lose 3 times in one season, especially here at home to the defending champions. Nice passing by Gibbs. Finds Naoki Tashiro wide open. Remember, Tashiro is a B.LEAGUE champion when he won it with Richard Golden Kings, and that was against his current employer, the Jets. It's back in 2023. Ujima handoff. Now finds time for the 3. Just struggling to get into a rhythm. He's a confident 3-point shooter here, Ujima, but he'll continue to take them. What he's not going to do is give a wide open look away. Gibbs going in for the offensive board, but too big, too strong, and Jeff Gibbs, former UTSUNOMIYA BREX player, just too great. Well, that is a monumental task to try and prevent Jeff Gibbs from getting an offensive board, because he started the season with the Koshigai Alphas under former BREX head coach and champion, Coach Anzai. Jared wants to go at Hogue. He tries to battle, goes out of bounds. Jets will get it back. Still a 10-point lead to the Chiba Jets. I mean, look at this. Well, I'd say that's a missed call. That's a push in the back. Well, when you see it from that angle and that replay, I should say Jeff Gibbs is a very lucky player. Kanichka fires a 3. That's not going to go. Foul is going to be called against Rent Kanichka. He's not getting too much foul trouble to him. They want to be sure. Every play is calculated. Ujima curls the screen. Finds Ogawa. Taking 4 threes tonight. 5th time lucky. And could that propel his offense? Remember, in both the semifinals and the finals in Yokohama, Ogawa was cashed from the perimeter. They need something similar, but a big-time response. Well, DJ wind that one back. Back to a 10-point lead to the Chiba Jets. Jared has also converted 3 tonight. Finds Fotu, neatly tucked away. 16 points for Isaac Fotu. Eight-point lead still to the Jets. Finding confidence here from the backcourt. DJ Hogue wants to go up against Ogawa. Kanichka gets closed out. That 3-point is way off the mark. Let's give rotation by UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Good decision by Gavin Edwards to go and close out Kanichka. Again finds Fotu. Great work by Atsuyo Ogawa. Fotu now the game's leading scorer with 18. Potentially a 2-possession ball game if UTSUNOMIYA BREX can find 2 3-pointers. Hogue made his last one. Again, he's not missing anytime soon. DJ's found his fire rhythm. 8 points for Hogue. Could spell problems for UTSUNOMIYA BREX if he continues to remain on fire. Well, out of control. Fotu tries to go for the follow-up, but Ogawa's got to make that. Finds Grant Jarrett. He's made 3 threes. In and out, can't get it. Chiba searching to go back up by double digits. That's going to be an illegal screen. They're going to call this one on Jeff Gibbs. Well, I need to see the replay of this one because Originally, it did look like it. Let's have a look here. Watch Gibbs. I think Gibbs is actually given a bit of a, not a deliberate, but an incidental shove from behind, which has led to the moving pick. But unfortunately for Chiba Jets, that's the right call. Into Melora Brown picked up 3 fouls and sub backed in along with Watanabe. 9-point lead still hit the Chiba Jets. Gavin Edwards finds Ogawa. A 3-second violation is going to be called. It's going to be called against Isaac Fotu. Ezekiel Coronel just can't quite believe it. Yusuke Endo subbing into the game for the Utsunomiya BREX along with Kosuke Takeuchi. Still a 9-point lead hit to Chiba. It's the separation between these two teams has been Chiba Jets' better 3-point percentage. These teams have their fair share of turnovers tonight. Togashi throws the alley-oop, and there's a connection made by Yuta. Well, no. Yeah, Yuta Watanabe. Back to 11-point game. Takeuchi couldn't get there in time. Endo for a 3 in the corner. It's way up the mark. Goes out of bounds. And that's going back to Chiba Jets. Here it is again. Watanabe Airlines. A great dime by Togashi, finding his national teammate. I think we may have a 5-second violation problem. A bit of a clumsy turnover by the Chiba Jets. Eight here on the shot clock for Utsunomiya. 3 in the corners, way up the mark. Great block shot again by Watanabe. Defending with pride for the Jets. And now Watanabe inside the paint. Just a little too short. Well, he's got to find rhythm. Just get the blood moving a little bit warmer. Ogawa made his last 3. Big offensive rebounding. Ogawa had another look. Decided not to go for it. Gavin Edwards will take it. The Jets right now benefiting from the fact that the BREX can't convert, but the BREX, every 3-point shot they take is a good one. It's wide open. Now Togashi. Good interception by Jarrett, good hands. Finds Ogawa, but Ogawa turns it over, and I don't think Grant Jarrett should have given it to him. Grant Jarrett probably should have gone himself. Still no need for concern from head coach Ezekiel Coronel. 3:48 to go here in the third quarter. We're going to have a timeout, and we'll be back in just under 1 minute. Timeout was called by head coach Zico Coronel. Biggest lead of the game is Nasir Little back into the lineup here for Chiba Jets. Togashi pump fakes. Well, everything flying in at the moment for the Jets. We call this Jets return revenge. Togashi now 3 out of 7 from the three-point line. Ijima. The cover is going to be made by Takeuchi. Ogawa now penetrates. Wide open lane. Coach Trevor Gleason not happy with his team's rotation defense. That looked like a bit of head collision there with Yuta Watanabe. I think his disappointment, he felt maybe that there was a foul that should have been called. Let's have a look at the replay. That looks painful. That looks painful. Under 3 minutes, 12-point lead currently to the Chiba Jets. She getting the high screen from Melora Brown. Well, good hands by Grant Jarrett, just swiping it out of bounds. That's going to remain Jets ball on the baseline with 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. The UTSUNOMIYA BREX want to cut this down to single digits going into the fourth quarter. Hata looks to attack. Should have been an out-of-bounds violation, but in the end, Brex come up with it. That's only going to be the 13th foul against the Jets with 2:38. UTSUNOMIYA yet to convert a foul here in the third quarter. Well, safety Ikaruga. That's what I call swishful thinking, that he's going to go to the free throw line. Ikaruga matched up by Watanabe. They want to go to Fotu. Fotu wants to go Melora Brown. Tough play. 20 big points for Isaac Fotu. Just taking Melora Brown to school. Now it's a 4-0 run here for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Jets still have control of this. Togashi has to force the defense to switch. No foul given. But it's too easy of an offensive putback. And those second chance points punish the Brex from Watanabe. This is not the part of the final 2 minutes where Brex want to exchange buckets. Fotu's got to kick out. Jarrett fakes the pass. He'll fire another 3. On target, wide open. Just cannot finish. But another good look for Grant Jarrett. Now the foul is going to be called, so Nasir Little will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. I'd say it's the right call because it's quite a risky reach if you ask me from Grant Jarrett. And Zico Coronel will have his right to argue that it was whole ball, but you have to really slow it down to find how much contact is there. He has 6 rebounds to go with the 7 points. Second free throw good. Well, can they get a 3 finally going? This time it's buried by Hiyajima. Could that be the confidence he needs? Over a minute to go here in the third quarter. 4th meeting this season between the Brex and the Jets. Watanabe been switched on defense by Fotu. Little coming out to the perimeter. Step back, made his last 3. Not going to get this one, but Ikaruga giving away the offensive board, and again, the help side defense was nowhere to be seen. First field goal tonight for Riku Sagawa. That's a complete miscommunication on defense. Diashima goes for a quick one. May have thought a foul was going to be called. As Hada goes in, quickly converts, and now indeed the biggest lead of the game for the Chiba Jets. Oh, great thinking by Riku Sagawa to get the ball ahead. So that's going to be the fourth and final team foul against Chiba here in the third quarter. The good thing for the BREX is now there's only going to be 0.8 of a difference between game and shot clock. Third foul against Shutahara. BREX can't dribble it down to get the final play. Miyajima penetrates. Endo now in the lane. That's a double clutch and gets the final play, and that is Brexulet. Well, it only cuts it down to a 13-point deficit as we head into the final 10. We'll be back for the fourth and final quarter in just under 2 minutes, live here at the Lala Arena, Tokyo Bay. Chiba Jets leading against the defending B.LEAGUE champions, UTSUNOMIYA BREX.
Let's go, let's go! All right, go, 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 go! Let's go, Chiefs! さあ、皆さん、Wednesday night お持ちにタオル掲げていきましょう Go, 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 go! All right! Beautiful out there! Let's go! さあ、美味しいコーチ Let's go, let's go! All right, all right! さあ、ファイナルコーターに向けて、まだまだスコア上げていきましょう So, to say that you're not to get down on the show, but just talk about what you want to do.
Welcome back, everybody. Final 10 minutes coming up here at the Lala Arena, Tokyo Bay. B.LEAGUE battleground between the two number two teams in the Eastern Conference. Chiba Jets and UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Only a 13-point lead to the Jets, but BREX forced a turnover. Ujima's made his last three. He's just hesitated to take that one. He's made one tonight, a little too short. Almost came up with the offensive board. Is now BREX. You get the first 2 points here in the fourth quarter. A foul is going to be called away from the ball. That's on Malora Brown. That's his fourth personal foul. This is on Riku Sagawa. It's on Sagawa, so only his first personal foul. BREX got to get it inbound. Oh, what a poor baseline inbound play. I see a little drawing the foul on the ground. Not a great start for the BREX here in the fourth quarter. Ball deflection, no backcourt violation. Little misses last three. Missed this one too, and another foul. Oh, it's going to be on the BREX this time. Well, Grant Jarrett, I think, is going to get called for this one. Watch the replay. Watch Grant Jarrett. Oh, no, it's on Ikaruga, excuse me. Seiji Ikaruga. Completely unnecessary and out of control. Zico Coronel watching on. Almost a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Team down by 13. DJ Hogue. A lot of offensive rebounding at that time. Nasir Little just wanted it a little bit more than everyone else. The former NBA player. Second team foul is going to be called against the Jets. It's on DJ Hogue. It's only his first personal foul as Gavin Edwards is going to re-enter play for the BREX. Yajima. Nice little Euro step. Just getting the defense off the grounds. Back to a 13-point deficit. Only 5 points from Makoto Hiyajima tonight. This will be a 13 foul against the BREX. This one's on Isaac Fotu. Well, they're having the struggles against Nasir Little. That's undeniable. Little got it by Grant Jarrett. Crosses over, kicks out. Ikaruga takes a gamble. Little double clutch coming. But again, Jets come up with it. Now DJ Hogue spins. But misses the layup, and another offensive board. Little had the three. This time goes for it. And truly incredible. Well, that's going to be a backcourt violation. That was 4 consecutive offenses coming from 3 offensive rebounds. And the Chiba Jets fans, well, they love the hustle. They love the effort. And it took a backcourt violation. UTSUNOMIYA BREX to finally come up with the play. Almost 2 minutes played here in the fourth quarter. First place in the Eastern Conference taking on second place. 3-time champions and defending champions BREX. Want to make it 4 B.LEAGUE titles this year. Well, the BREX coaching staff watching on. The Jets fans still remaining positive they can come out with a win tonight. Well, it's going to be another moving screen. And the BREX just can't build any momentum at the moment. Gavin Edwards just getting caught moving on that ball screen. That's only a second personal foul, but when you're down 13 at this stage, you've got to make sure every play counts. BREX now have no more fouls to give. Ikaruga's got to be a little bit more disciplined. Taking a lot of gambles at the moment. Sagawa defended by Ikaruga. Jets can try to run away with this in the next few minutes. And that's going to be a blocking foul against Hiejima. And this is the problem I'm talking about. BREX right now showing frustration in the defensive play. Now, he felt there should have been Makoto Hiejima feels like 2 moving screens should have been called. So you can understand his frustration. So Watanabe looking to extend this to a 15-point Chiba Jets lead. Jets have only missed 2 free throws tonight. This will be the 12th free throw collectively they've taken as a team with 7:35 to go. Back to a 15-point Chiba lead. 15 points indeed for Watanabe. He'll go to the bench. Naoki Tashiro subbing back into the lineup. Unfortunately with the seal up, the foul is going to be called on the ground against DJ Hogue. So no free throws coming up for the BREX. It's now Chiba's 3rd team foul. Fotu now in the paint. Goes into the post. Dominant move by Isaac Fotu now with 22. He's been the best player so far tonight on both teams inside the paint. There's no question, undeniably, that his team's down by 13. Little wants to go in the paint. Hangs in the air. Misses the layup. Gets his own rebound again. Still Chiba have it. Hogue wide open. But BREX just cannot get a rebound. Truly incredible as Hogue is fouled. I don't think I've ever seen the team struggle to keep anybody off the offensive rebounds like tonight. And usually, Utsunomiya BREX very good at preventing offensive rebounds. Well, Yusuke Endo is going to sub back into the lineup. Only 5 points tonight for Endo as he has a 1 3-pointer. Makoto Hiejima is going to take a breather. Well, DJ Hogue just missing the first free throw. They want to run away with this one as quick as possible. They have a good lead and momentum at the moment. Lando now coming off one screen. Ikaruga puts up the 3 and that cuts it down to 11. Still plenty of time left in this game. BREX still believe. For Chiba, there's no need to rush anything. Take your time on every offense. Run that 24 as long as possible to get the best shot. Sagawa goes baseline. Finds Melora Brown and misses from point blank. But same story, offensive board, and DJ Hogue makes the defense pay. Well, it's been the rebounding that has killed Utsunomiya BREX here in the 4th quarter. Fotu bumps. Well, Isaac Fotu is having a game of games at the moment. Unbelievable performance of Fotu. 24 points, double-double with 10 rebounds. DJ Hogue draws the foul, so it'll be free throws coming up for him and the Jets. Oh, slices the defense with the spin out. Yuki Togashi coming back into the lineup here for the Chiba Jets.
Two shots.
Well, 15 points to Yuta Watanabe as he comes back in for DJ Hogue. 14-point lead to Utsunomiya, Chiba Jets, excuse me. Ujima also back in the lineup. He draws a quick foul. Well, Naoki Tashido just gave a little bit more excessive contact on the penetration. Right there. Tashido's got to be careful. Sometimes you see plays like that upgraded to unsportsmanlike. Yajima. Nice pass, finds Gavin Edwards, and that cuts it down to 12. Still a whole half to go here in the fourth quarter. Only the second field goal tonight for Gavin Edwards, excuse me, since the first quarter. And there's the take by Watanabe. This time Jets not getting the offensive rebound. Still leading by 12. Yajima. Oh, lost his dribble, turned it over, no foul given. And that would have been a wide open layup. But Jets turn it right back over. Nice passing, finds Ikaruga. Now it's a 10-point deficit, a 4-0 run for Utsunomiya BREX. And a timeout is going to be called by Trevor Gleason. Well, fans watching on B.LEAGUE International, let us know. Can the defending champions make a comeback? We'll be back in just under 1 minute. Well, one thing you got to appreciate about head coach Zico Coronel, he never seems to panic, even under pressure when his team is losing. And that was why they were so magnificent at the BCL Asia last summer in Dubai. Only down by 10 with 4:40, it's not impossible for Utsunomiya to get their third win against Chiba Jets this season. Well, Jets, you want to keep applying more pressure, pile on more misery against UTSUNOMIYA. DJ Hogue forcing the defense to switch. Now running that high screen with Togashi. Well, Hogue popping out. Contested three is up. Hand in his face, but nothing stopping DJ Hogue. 17 points, third three-point field goal. That was a tough play by the Hogue. Ogawa back in the lineup here for the BREX. Ujima inside the key. Now that's going to cut it down to 11. Still under 4 minutes. Only 7 points for Makoto Hyejima. Still the game is CHIBA Jets to lose. Just got to hang on to this 11-point lead. If they ought to win, this will tie their record up in the Eastern Conference and put both teams at 2-2. But due to the points difference, UTSUNOMIYA BREX would still be number 1 in the East. Naoki Tashido for three, not going to go, but another offensive board. Hogue goes in, and he's unable to get the ab one. Well, the second half offensive rebounding, specifically here in the fourth quarter, has caused the BREX a lot of problems. Third foul against Isaac Fotu. Well, DJ Hogue has made a magnificent transition from going from Europe all the way here to Japan. Because he played in Cholet in France back in 2022, then 2 seasons in Australia's NBL with the Taipans and the Sydney Kings. This was an NBA G League champion with the Lakeland Magic back in 2021. 14-point CHIBA Jets lead. Well, foul is going to be called against Jeff Gibbs. This is going to be free throws coming up now here for the BREX. Well, Shutahara coming back into the lineup. Is Isaac Fotu just a little too short in the first free throw? Well, the BREX have had a very busy schedule. BCL Asia. Then the FIBA Intercontinental Cup. Started the East Asia Super League, which they're still a part of at the moment. Of course, the long B.LEAGUE season, both free throws missed. Gavin Edwards, and one. Well, 2 missed free throws. Now can cut it down, indeed, to a 10-point deficit. Well, Jeff Gibbs is going to lead the game. Nasir Little back into the lineup. 17 points for Nasir Little.
One shot.
Three-point play converted by the former CHIBA Jets player. 3 minutes, 10-point game. Then Jets close this one out. Can BREX make one final effort to get back? That's a high screen again with DJ Hogue. Hogue's been unstoppable so far. There's a kick out. Watanabe in the corner. Another offensive rebound. Well, it wasn't like this in the first half. Jets have been just a little sharper. Something you could argue as well. Luckily, falling into their hands. Now Nasir Little. Well, I think they're going to count that. So blocking foul, I think, is going to be called. That's the take. Oh, no, it didn't go in. Excuse me. I thought it The referee's signal was a 1, so that's a 4th personal foul against Isaac Fotu. Francisco Coronel just giving some instructions, I think probably for them to get quick offensive plays. As Nasir Little makes the first free throw. What a game he's had this evening. Well, the new number 8. Both free throws good. Well, Gowett just gets pinned off the backboard by DJ Hogue. In what looked like it was going to be an uncontested layup. DJ Hogue doing it on both ends of the floor. So Gashi, 3 is up. Another offensive board here for the Jets. And unfortunately for the BREX, that has been the big difference here, at least in the second half. DJ gets up a tough one against Fotu. This time they prevent an offensive rebound. Under 2 minutes. Down by 12. Well, Fotu getting stripped, but that's going back to the Jets. So good defense by Shutahara. Look here. Ohana gets a hand to it, then it takes the last touch off of Isaac Fotu. So a timeout is going to be called at 1:50. And we'll be back in just under 1 minute, live here at the Lala Arena, Tokyo Bay. Well, like I said, the good thing for Utsunomiya BREX, they already have 2 big victories against CHIBA Jets. The time they lost to CHIBA Jets was only a 3-point loss. So if the score was to stay like this, regardless, Utsunomiya BREX will actually still have a better head-to-head against the CHIBA Jets. So one thing they got to try to hang on to, just go into the playoffs in the postseason with the #1 record. If the Jets hang on, both teams will be 25-8 after this game. Nagasaki Velka have the best record in the B-League this season with only 4 defeats. It's the rise and emergence of Lavenga Hokkaido. Little fingertip to it. Ho comes up with it. That's not going to go. He's just trying to get something as quick as possible. But Hijima throws it away. Watanabe, they have numbers, 4-on-1. But elects to take time off the clock. I think Chiba now at this point feel that the job is done. They'll split the regular season 2-2 with the defending champions. I'm telling you anything right now. If these 2 teams meet in the B-League Finals this year, that is going to be a hell of a 3-game series at the Yokohama Arena. It would be a rematch of the 2021 B-League Finals. Nice little throwdown dunk by Gavin Edwards, the former Tokyo Olympian for the Japanese national team. Jets again very happy to pass the ball around. Since taking that momentum in the second quarter, they credit to the BREX. Without their superstar DJ Newbill, just haven't been offensively as effective, but still not a bad performance nonetheless. Well, Hijima will try to cut it down to single digits. Finds Gavin Edwards. He'll go for 3 in the corner, cutting it down to a 7-point deficit. But with 3.4, CHIBA Jets, they'll hang on for their second victory against UTSUNOMIYA BREX in 4 games this season here in the B-League. The offensive rebounding, specifically here in the second half, is where CHIBA Jets was slightly better. I mean, the rebounding count, I think, between both teams, not too much of a difference, but in the second half at least, just too many offensive boards, which BREX probably a little bit of fatigue, no doubt. They've had a very busy schedule. Former BREX player Jeff Gibbs shaking hands with some of his former teammates. But it's the 4th and final meeting in the regular season. They met in the semifinals last season. It'd be great to see them meet potentially in the B-League finals this year. But we'll see how things transpire. Nagasaki Velka as well as Lavenga Hokkaido may have something to say about that, but 2 great teams battled it out. It's always an exciting finish. Well, there you can see the next matchups for these 2 teams. BREX will be taking on Gilmer Crane Thunders. In the case of the CHIBA Jets, well, they'll be on the road. That'll be in 3 days' time as they'll take on their doubleheader. Well, we are going to hear from head coach Trevor Gleason. We'll also hear from the captain as well as the game's most valuable player. Now you can hear the CHIBA Jets fans. Let's go Tojiki. Of course, the city of Utsunomiya is located in the Tojiki Prefecture, Japan. A very beautiful part of Japan, famous for its gyoza. Well, the CHIBA Jets players will stand center court. And as mentioned, we'll have interviews from head coach Trevor Gleason, as well as the game's most valuable player. We'll also get to hear from the captain. Any interview in Japanese we will have translated.
週末の悔しい連敗からの見事なバウンスバックの勝利となりましたが、今日のゲームいかがでしたか?
Yeah, I was, it really was on Sunday. It was a tough one. We played the right way, and then tonight I thought we were great, playing that extra hard, showing a lot of pride. I'm very proud of the team.
はい、おっしゃった通り日曜日本当に悔しい敗戦だったんですけど、今日本当にいいエナジーでチーム全員がハードに戦って本当に良かったなと思いました。
ありがとうございます。そして日曜日からガラッとスターティングラインナップを変えてきましたが、今日もそのスターターでうまくはまっているかなと思うんですが、そのあたりはいかがでしょう?
Yeah, we're very lucky. We got 12 guys. We're pretty deep, so we wanted to inject some new guys in there, and they've been doing a fantastic job. I thought we did a great job again, just bringing that energy, and thank you so much for forcing us to play hard, and hope you're proud of us.
はい、やっぱりこのチームの素晴らしいところはやっぱ層が厚いところでいろんな試みができるというところで今日もスタートがいいエナジーを出してやってくれたことが本当に嬉しいなと思いましたし、今日も本当に声援が力になって皆さんが誇りに思えるようなチームになったのかなと思いました。
ありがとうございます。今週末はアウェー佐賀とのゲームになります。週末に向けて一言お願いいたします。
Yeah, thank you so much. To come here on the weekend was a record crowd, and come back here on Wednesday night. You guys are the best crowd in the league, and hopefully we do you proud and give you lots to cheer about.
はい、本日も声援本当にありがとうございます。先日の日曜日も記録更新した上で日曜日もこうやってたくさんの方々が来てくれるの本当にありがたいなと思いますし、皆さんが応援したくなるような誇りに思えるようなチームを頑張って作っていきたいと思いますので、引き続き応援よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。トレバー・グリーソンヘッドコーチの大きな拍手をお送りください。それでは続いて今日活躍した選手、印象に残った選手に贈られる家具アウトレットのメガマックスプレゼンツジャンボ勲章の発表です。今日のジャンボ勲章は背番号1番渡辺裕太選手です。今日は序盤から裕太選手本人もそしてチームも非常に気迫あふれるプレーを見せてくれましたが、今日のゲームいかがでしたか？
そうですね、本当に週末、不甲斐ない試合してしまったんで、今日はやっぱり絶対勝たなきゃいけないっていう中で、宇都宮さん相手に勝てたのは良かったと思います。
ありがとうございます。天皇杯でも敗れてましたし、宇都宮相手に今日勝てたっていうのはすごく大きい部分あるんじゃないかなと思うんですが、そのあたりはいかがでしょう？
いや、3が入ってないんで、もう全然ダメです。
そして先週日曜日にもなりますけど、フリースローの時に非常にブースターの皆さんがタオルを掲げて、額タオルを掲げてフリースローを妨害してくれましたが、非常に心強かったんじゃないかなと思うんですが、あの辺りはご覧になっていかがでしたか？
いや、もう本当に皆さんの、サポートのおかげで、今日は本当に僕たちバウンスバックできたと思ってるんで、アメリカだったら多分とんでもないブーイングの中、今日はプレーしてたと思うんですけど、本当に温かい声援の中プレーをさせていただきありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。まだまだ、今週末アウェー、そして来週ホームと、タフなゲームがついていますが、次に向けて一言お願いいたします。
はい、もう本当にまだまだ、シーズン、長いシーズン続くんで、今後とも、応援のほどよろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。渡辺裕太選手の大きな拍手をお送りください。そしてもう一人、ジャンボクッション背番号10番 DJ ホグス選手。今日も攻守にわたって本当に見事な活躍でしたが、振り返っていただけますか？
It was a great game. Playoff atmosphere in here. You guys were real loud on Sunday and Saturday too. Sorry we couldn't get that win for y'all, but we're bounced back and we got it going now.
はい、本当に勝つことができてよかったなと思いますし、本当にこの声援ですね、日曜日、土日も本当に含めてプレーオフの雰囲気の中で戦った感じがしますし、その週末を勝ちを届けることができなくて本当にすまないなと思う中で、今日しっかりバウンスバックできてよかったなと思いました。
ありがとうございます。そして DJ 選手、今日はブロック4本記録していて、ハーフタイムに NBA ペイントのノアさんもDJ 選手のブロック印象に残ったということでペイントをしていただいてましたが、あの辺りご覧になってましたか？
I didn't see the painting, but I'm sure it was pretty cool.
はい、まだ見てないんですけど、絶対可愛いと思います。
ぜひ後でご覧になっていただければと思います。はい。まだまだタフなゲーム続いてきますが、次に向けて一言お願いいたします。
Thank you for your support. We need y'all, we love y'all, and go Jets.
はい、いつも応援ありがとうございます。そして皆さんの力が必ず必要になってきますので、引き続き応援よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。 DJ ホグス選手でした。では DJ 選手にもこちらジャンボクッションにサインを入れていただきます。こちらこの後、選手から直接ブースターの皆さんに投げ込みとなりますので、欲しい方はぜひ、ご自身のお席からアピールしていただければと思います。ということで改めて今日の家具アウトレットのメガマックスプレゼンツジャンボ勲章、渡辺裕太選手、そして DJ ホグ選手に大きな拍手をお送りください。
Well, I've already heard from DJ Hogue and head coach Trevor Gleason.
それでは最後に行きましょう。勝利の
performance from DJ Hogue tonight.
お願いします。
Because we'll get those previous interviews translated. Let's listen to this one first, and we'll get back to you.
みんな準備してる？みんな準備してる？お手を拝借よ
ありがとうございました。今一度千葉ジェッツの大きな拍手をお送りください。
Well, Yuta Watanabe's comments, I'm glad we won today since we didn't play well over the weekend, but my three-pointers just went full in today. If this had been in the U.S., I think I would have gotten a lot of boos. But thanks to everyone with warm cheers, I was able to push through. Well, quite an honest response there from Yuta Watanabe. Just great to see Jeff Gibbs now with the Chiba Jets and on a championship, B.LEAGUE championship caliber team. DJ Hogue now just signs the autograph here for the camera. Oh, so will Yuta Watanabe. Well, a fantastic win for them. It's against a potential championship rival this season in UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, a total of 10,557 spectators tonight here at the Lala Arena, Tokyo Bay. It's the new state-of-the-art arena here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE, and many more arenas have been built since. the Happiness Arena in Nagasaki, also the Okinawa Arena, which hosted the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Great win for the Jets. Now tied on the same record, joint best in the Eastern Conference with UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, we're going to run down the best plays from this game. But like I said, looked like it was going to start as a very competitive one. In the end, not quite a convincing victory for the Jets because the BREX showed signs of trying to battle back as much as possible. But like I said, a very exciting game nonetheless. Well, Yuki Tagashi got the three-point shooting going early on here for the BREX, and here was Ren Kanichkin transition. This gave them sort of a semi-early lead to build on. The foundations were kind of built on this stage. Well, Jeff Gibbs tonight, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and also 2 steals. Well, Grant Jarrett actually started the game quite well tonight here for the BREX. He had 14 points. He was 3 out of 7 from the perimeter, along with 7 rebounds and 5 assists. But Watanabe in fine fashion. He was playing with 15 points and 7 rebounds. Dish off to Nasir Little, the new signing for the CHIBA Jets. 19 this evening and 11 rebounds for his double-double. Because he converted 1 3-pointer. He was 1 out of 6 from downtown. This is a play by DJ Hogue. That time finding Yuta Watanabe inside the paint, but it was the 3rd 3 of the game for Grant Jarrett. Well, what a magnificent performance from Isaac Fotu, leading all scorers this evening with 24 points and 12 boards. That was great work again by Jeff Gibbs, just regaining the lead at that point for the CHIBA Jets. Well, the hot play of the game, this shot finding Yuta Watanabe with a 2-headed jam. It was the 1 3-pointer of the game for Nasir Little. Just to double-double himself this evening. Well, a bit of a push-off play probably missed against Jeff Gibbs. The 2 points will count in the end for the CHIBA Jets. Well, here was Ogawa's only 3 of the game. He was 1 out of 6 from downtown. If he was able to just convert 1 or 2 more, probably could have helped them slightly better, but it's not completely him to be accountable for. I mean, Jets were great today. Well, DJ Hogue hitting some big ones here in the 4th quarter, and this kind of set the daylight between them. That was the alley-oop. Connection made by Watanabe. Dime coming from Togashi. And it was a tough pump fake. 3rd 3-pointer of the game for Japan's first $1 million player. With the offensive rebounding in the second half explicitly, it's a little bit better from CHIBA Jets. Another case in point. That time Ikaruga getting beat by Riku Sagawa. Sagawa just probably completely surprised there was no help side defense coming. It's a step-through play by Makoto Hiyajima. Seiji Ikaruga not cut it down to a 10-point deficit. I thought there might be a little bit of hope here for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. And then Hogue doing what DJ does best, responding with a bang. Well, here's DJ Hogue yet again. The Jets Nation, well, they loved it. Big win for them as they tie the record with UTSUNOMIYA BREX in the Eastern Conference. Always great to see former teammates play against each other. Well, we take a look at the stats. Goes UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Credit to them. One area there with dominant 44 points in the paint as opposed to 32 from the UTSUNOMIYA for the CHIBA Jets. Now you look at the rebounding count. Because in the end, CHIBA Jets 21 offensive rebounds. Now the majority of their offensive rebounding came in the second half. And although it's only 6 more rebounds in total, that was an area BREX had completely dominated in the first half. So that second half rebounding from CHIBA Jets was a very big difference. Because I think the transition play tonight, 20 fast break points coming for the CHIBA Jets, 13 for the BREX. But you compare the bench points, well, 39 bench points in total coming for CHIBA Jets and only 10 for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, they led by as many as 15 this evening, CHIBA Jets. While BREX in the first half only led by 6 as many. Isaac Fotu double-double. Nasir Little also double-double tonight. Just great performance from both DJ Hogue and Yuta Watanabe. Grant Jarrett struggling to find that rhythm in the second half when he had 3 3-pointers in the first quarter. When you look at the rebounding, because only Nasir Little and Isaac Fotu are able to get into double figures for the rebounds. And that's why they ended up getting double-doubles. Because Grant Jarrett and Yuta Watanabe, both players, 2 rebounds, or 3 rebounds, while DJ Hogue 2 rebounds away from a potential double-double. 3 as well away for Gavin Edwards. Edwards finishing with 12 points, 5 for 11 from the field. Also had 2 assists. Well, there's your assist count. Makoto Hiyajima and Tsuya Ogawa leading the assist count tonight with 7 apiece. While Yuki Togashi, 2 assists away from getting to double figures in that assist category. Well, Togashi coaches 1 point, 2 assists away from his potential double-double. Well, tough one indeed tonight here for the BREX Nation. Game that they wanted to win to put them 2 games ahead in first place in the Eastern Conference. Well, the head-to-head between 2 players that have played for both clubs, Gavin Edwards and as well Jeff Gibbs. Gibbs, 7 points, 5 rebounds. Well, Grant Jarrett, as we already alluded to earlier, was 3 rebounds away from a double-double in 32 minutes of play. Got some big games coming up this weekend here in the B-League. As mentioned, CHIBA Jets will be on the road, while UTSUNOMIYA BREX, they will be at home in a doubleheader against head coach Kyle Milling, Kerry Blackshear Jr., and the Gunma Crane Thunders. Well, Jets taking on Saga Balloon, as San Antonio Phoenix will take on Shiga Lakes. Yokohama Biko says they'll be at home against Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Osaka Vesa on the road against Akita Northern Happy Nets. Well, Lavenga Hokkaido will host Koshigai Alpha. Sendai 89ers will take on Altiri Chiba. Nagasaki Velka will take on Hiroshima Dragonflies. Well, fans, we thank you for joining us here at the Lala Arena, Tokyo Bay. We'll see you on the weekend, but for now, it's good night, goodbye, and God bless.